Laura Sanko has been dressing like a detective from the 1940s, and some fools have been saying that they like her suspenders, but I think they make her look like a pigmentally challenged Steve Urkel. And I'm not being sexist. I would also say something if Michael Bisping was commentating in some cuff Levi's and a leather jacket, like if he was Danny Zuko. It's just distracting. It feels like cosplay. Yes, I do find it to be completely relevant to talk about Laura Sanko's work attire. Yeah. What else do you want me to talk about today that's going on in the UFC world? Do you want me to talk about who's singing the national anthem at the White House? Because that just broke. That was one of the articles I was skimming through right now. Zach Brown is singing the national anthem at the White House. That's the climate that we're in right now. So don't blame the messenger, all right? This is why we need promotions like MVP on Netflix. This is why the UFC needs competitors, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, we're talking about Laura Sanko's work attire. And before, again, I gotta keep addressing it before you come at me like if I'm being sexist. Hey, when a dude wears something weird, I'm gonna talk about that too, okay? So please stop being so sexist. Please stop focusing on gender. I don't know what's with you and your gender issues, okay? But we're talking about what Laura Sanko was doing right now. We're talking about Laura Sanko's work clothing. Think of this as like a HR meeting. Okay, what is going on with Laura Sanko showing up to work, rocking merch from the Hillary Clinton collection? What is happening? It kind of feels like an Impractical Jokers type of scenario. It's like if maybe they're waiting for us to notice. It's blatant. It's almost like if she's sponsored, maybe there's not a conflict of interest. I mean, I couldn't see Hillary Clinton's clothing line interfering with Venom, I guess. And Laura Sanko's not an active fighter. I guess they could get away with it. I guess it's better than Monster, maybe. But even Hillary would think that Laura's doing too much. Even Hillary doesn't rock a tie. I don't think she does. I've never seen Hillary rock a tie. But the tie's too much. I think it's too much. Again, I know some dudes like the suspenders. The tie, it's a little much. The tie, Laura Sanko rocking the tie makes Hillary Clinton look feminine. Hillary Clinton hasn't looked feminine since 1979. Laura's overdoing it. And it's not just, look, I don't think I'm exaggerating. It's not just like she's a news reporter. It's not like she's a news anchor and she's trying to look professional. It's not like a cute little power suit. It's like her dad's Sunday morning church outfit. It's like the cut is weird. This is why I feel like it's very intentional. It's like, what are we doing here? It feels forced. She's literally wearing a zoot suit. She looks like a pachuco. I knew the first time I saw her and I couldn't place it and I was having a hard time placing it. And then I said it the other day during a live stream. I said, it's making me think of, you know how they say on TikTok, I clocked it. It's giving Roger Rabbit. That's how it made me feel. I was like, why am I thinking of Roger Rabbit? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And then I started Googling it. There's a dude named Greaser. He's one of the bad guys on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And he's a pachuco. He's wearing the zoot suit. And it was even green. It was even a green one this dude Greaser used to wear. She was wearing the green one the other night. That's why it came to my beanie. I made that connection. She's wearing zoot suits. And for some of you, for some of you children, it's maybe something more recent, like The Mask. Remember Jim? Nah, you're too young for that too. There is a movie called The Mask by Jim Carrey. He wears that yellow suit. It's a zoot suit. That's what she's wearing. It's not like she just went to Mervyn's and got something cute and professional and respectable so her and her husband wouldn't fight when she gets home. It's over the top. And it's interesting, and people are talking about it. And I don't even go on Reddit, but I'm starting to see Reddit links pop up on Google about it. It's not just me. And I think maybe, like with a lot of other things that happen in like society or whatever else, maybe it's an overcorrection. Maybe she's on an anti-cleavage campaign. I know it's been a thing, and people always talk about it. And they're always talking about her looks. And they're always talking about her body. And they're always talking about how she slept her way to the middle. And how she got her job. And maybe she got tired of it. Maybe her husband got tired of it. Maybe not everybody has a husband like Nina Drama. Maybe this was causing some conflict at home. And she's like, okay, well then this is what I'm going to do. And, hopefully her husband doesn't watch the pre-weigh-in, or what are the weigh-in shows. Hopefully her husband doesn't have a Paramount subscription. So I think it's possible. I think it's possible that maybe, what's her name? Laura Sanko. I think it's possible. Hold on, let me have a drink of coffee because I forgot the person's name who I'm making a video about. That's not a good sign. I think it's possible that maybe she's trying to execute a reverse Nina. Laura Sanko might be on an anti-cleavage reverse Nina campaign. Because Nina Drama's out there showing skin. She was in a video with Sean Strickland talking about how she was intentionally dressing provocatively to get people to watch the videos. Like Nina Drama, she rubs it in people's faces, literally. And she doesn't shy away from it. And I think Stanko is doing a very strategic thing. She's taking that angle which you cover up, and then you drive the dudes crazy because you leave everything to the imagination. You know, and I think that's why a lot of dudes in certain countries, you know, where they got women very much covered up and stuff like that, I think that's why there's a lot of like this repression going on and why lots of unfortunate incidents take place. Because I think, you know, day and night they're fantasizing, they're trying to figure out what these women look like. And it drives them crazy, and it kind of has the opposite effect. And because when you see a lady enough and she's derobed, it's like, oh, you know, cute, been there, done that, seen it all, what's new? But then you see someone like Laura Sanko, and it's like, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. She could have 4 belly buttons for all I know. I don't know what's under there. And the imagination runs wild. Stankomania. What you going to do when Stankomania runs wild on your imagination? That's what they're going through right now. She's these repressed UFC viewers at home are going crazy, wondering what's underneath all of those layers. I think she knows exactly what she's doing, because you look at the ring girls and it's like, it's old, man. It's pathetic. It's like going to Hooters, man. It feels grimy. It feels dirty. It's like using a payphone. Ugh. Who's into that anymore? And look, I align very much with Khabib Nurmagomedov on that. I don't think we need ring girls. I think they're pointless. I think they're stupid. Yes. I think I have more of a real job. I think I have more of a respectable job being a panhandler grifter on YouTube than a ring card girl.
YouTube is kind of like my PIMP. You know, they don't love me, they don't care about me. They will take my videos gladly and they'll run ads and take a big fat cut, but that's it. It's transactional. If you care about this channel, if you like these videos, you want to help support to get more of these videos, then please consider supporting me on my Patreon. It's in the link down below. If you want to be a captain, save a grandmaster, it would mean a lot to me. If not, I'm glad that you're at least here. But I had to at least tell you.
They're totally pointless. Number one, if you're with somebody, because all they are eye candy, right? That's it. They serve no purpose other than that. There's plenty of other ways which we could find out what round it is. Number one, if you're with somebody, that person should be your eye candy, not the ring girl. Number one, the person you're with, love the one you're with, they should be your eye candy. Number two, if you're not with anybody, well then having the ring card girls as your eye candy is perpetuating that lonely cycle of you not going out and meeting any real people to be with, because you're getting your dopamine hits from this girl that doesn't even know that you exist with her fake soulless smile. They serve no purpose. There's nothing positive about them whatsoever. It's eye candy. And do you know what eye candy causes? It causes eye diabetes. That's what it causes. Eye candy leads to nothing good. It leads to diabetes of the eye. And you know what? There's no stage 2. There's no stage 2 eye diabetes. There's no cute little stage 2. Oh, I'll just work on this and that and no. Diabetes of the eye is irreversible. It's terminal. There's no cure for it. It's a heart issue. And it's something that you need to deal with right now. Diabetes of the eye is a full-blown illness. It's not something that you can flirt with. And me think is that was the lady thought this protest this too much, Laura. Whether it's that's not how I got my job, leave me alone, stop causing problems at home, stop saying inappropriate things to me, or maybe she does have a husband like Nina Drama, and he's saying, I know, hey, I'm a guy. Let me tell you what guys like. I know what boys like. I know what they want. Have you seen The Last American Virgin? That song just popped into my head right now. I know what boys like, Anyway, I think maybe he is like Nina Chama's husband. And he's like, I know exactly. Put some layers on. Put some layers on layers on layers, because it drives those dudes over there crazy. They're saying, what's underneath? What's under there? They're at home drawing sketches. It's crazy, man. You make them obsess over it. Because if you make it too easy, it's like, you kind of look like me. You just you add a couple things, take a couple things away, and you're just like me. But when you cover up, when you put all them layers on, it's like, it gets them excited. And it has the reverse effect. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's piling it up. She's piling it up. It's like that one scene from Friends where Joey Tribbiani was putting on all of Chandler's clothes. He was doing the reverse. Remember? Do you guys remember that? He was trying to get back at him. And he's like, how was the thing? You're going to take all my stuff? Oh, I'm going to show everything you have. I can't remember the punchline. But he was wearing all that dude's clothes. And Laura Sanko was out here rocking the 7-piece suit. 7-piece. 7 layers for all these hungry dudes out here. She's just making them hungrier. 7 layers. It's like a 7-layer dip. She's making them hungry. She's making these thirsty boys hungry. She's trying to put these thirsty boys on some solids. She's trying to give these dudes, she's trying to take them off the milk and put them on that meat. I don't even know if that's a relevant metaphor, but you know where I'm going with this. Laura Sanko's out here as the weather's getting warmer in a 7-piece suit. Laura Sanko said, 3-piece? A 3-piece suit is too revealing. A 3-piece a 3-piece suit just shows a little bit too much. A 3-piece suit is haram. Laura Sanko wears a 3-piece suit to the beach. Dude. Laura, I don't care if it's a 3-piece. I don't care if it's a 7-piece. I don't care if it's a 39-piece. I don't care if it's 200 pieces like a little Lego set. Ditch the tie, Laura. Get rid of the tie. I could respect the power suit. I could get down with the power suit. I like what you're doing. I think it's more respectable than what Nina Chama's doing. Okay? But ditch the tie. Unless you're going to come in there like, he was a skater boy. He says, see you later, boy. If you know, you know. Unless you're going to come in there like that, get rid of the tie. Yes. Yes, I do think that it's relevant to talk about Laura Sanko's